Hey friends, welcome back to Girl's Guide to Faith, the podcast that helps you grow in faith and confidence as you walk with Jesus every day. I'm Latrice, and today we're talking about something really important: what to do when you feel alone. Have you ever had a moment where you just felt like no one saw you? Maybe at school, at home, or even in a room full of people. It can be really tough feeling, but today I want to remind you of something amazing. God is always with you, even when you don't feel Him. Even when things seem tough, He has never left your side. And today, we're going to talk about how we can hold on to that promise. What would you do? Alright, picture this. It's lunchtime at school and your best friend isn't there today. You grab your tray, look around, and realize there's no one to sit with. You finally pick a table, but as you eat, you feel invisible. The people around you are laughing and talking, but no one seems to notice you. It feels like you're completely alone. What would you do? Would you sit in silence, feeling sad? Would you try talking to someone new? Or would you take a deep breath and remind yourself that even though it feels like no one is there, God is sitting right beside you? You see, it's easy to believe we're alone when we don't see someone physically next to us. But God promises that He is always there, even when we can't see or feel Him. That's what our verse today is all about. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." God is with you even in the tough moments. The Bible reminds us that we don't have to be afraid because God never leaves us. Even Jesus experienced loneliness. His closest friend abandoned him, but he knew God was with him. Sometimes we feel like we have to see someone to know they are with us. But faith reminds us, even when we don't see, God is present. Quick tip: next time you feel alone, whisper this truth to yourself: God is with me right now. Starting a conversation when you feel alone. So feeling lonely at lunch or in a group can be tough, but here's a small tip. If you see someone else sitting alone, take a deep breath and say something simple like, "Hey, can I sit with you?" Or, "Oh, hi, I like your shirt," or your lunch choice. Small gestures can open the door to new friendships, and sometimes someone else is just waiting for you to make the first move. 3 ways to remember that God is with you. Number 1, talk to Him anytime. You don't need a fancy prayer. Just tell Him how you feel. Try saying, "God, I feel lonely right now, but I know that you're here." Number 2, remember His promises. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. "Do not fear, for I am with you." Psalms chapter 23, verse 4. "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." Keep a sticky note or phone wallpaper with a verse to remind yourself of this. Number 3, look for little reminders. A kind word from a friend. That's God showing His love. A beautiful sunrise. That's God reminding you that He's there. God often speaks through people and situations, so keep your heart open. Friends, I hope today's episode reminded you that you are never truly alone. God sees you, He knows you, and He is always with you. So the next time you feel invisible or lonely, hold on to His promise in Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6. Before we go, if this episode has encouraged you, make sure you share it with a friend. It really has the power to help other girls find encouragement in their faith. Until next time, stay strong, be courageous, and remember, you are never alone.